Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to crack into the Longevity Now program. We're going to talk about this basic strategy, a bad calcium dissolver with a super antibiotic. And when we look into our immune system, we see that we have to activate mastery with our immune system if we're really going to achieve longevity. And we have all the tools available right now, right? All the aspects of our immune system, from our bone marrow all the way to our thymus, to our spleen, to all aspects of our lymphatic system where our immune system resides. Okay, so I've had to take 5 years to dumb this down so I could make it so easy anybody could do this. Rebecca was on my case. She's like, it's not simple enough. What does this mean? What are you talking about here? This is stupid. It's like, okay, oh, sorry. So we just literally simplified. Bring the cutting edge and simplify it back. That's your computer, isn't it? The graphical user interface. There's some complex programming behind that, isn't there? But when you get on your computer, you just go, click that, and there. That's all you do now. Click. Even a 2-year-old can function on a computer. That's how easy it is now. Isn't that incredible? And that's how easy this is. It's basically just relearning some of the strategies that we had from when we were children, like taking Flintstones chewable vitamins, which I took. I bit Dino's head off. I did it all. Barney. I ate Barney. Just relearning that, but we upgrade our operating system to where we really are. We're not playing Atari anymore. Who here is using the same computer they were using 20 years ago? Huh? Nobody? Why not? It's slow, 26.7 kilobytes on your modem. Remember that? That's a nightmare. High-speed internet, that's the way to go. Here we go. Okay. So it's a combination of different things. Superfoods, super herbs, super supplements, food and dietary strategies, as well as technologies like the grounding technology and zappers. So you know what I got in here? I've got a picture of my new zapper. We've been working on, a whole team of people have been working on this. Wait till you see this. You know this right here that I'm wearing? This is 1980 technology, and it's great. And what Don Croft has done here is just amazing. It's brilliant. But now we've got to take it into the space age. We've got to take it to the appropriate level of technology. So I'll show you a picture of that. Okay. Basically, you got to get 100 days going on it just to make sure you kind of understand the strategies that are there. They say you can master any discipline in 21 days. I don't really believe that. If it's 100 days of you doing something, you've taken it to mastery. You've really actually done it. You know what you're doing. As you go deeper into this, you'll realize, okay, this is really working for me. I'll let this go. This really feels right. I'll let that go. And you'll develop the protocol for yourself. Are we biologically the same or different? We're different. We have a unique biological signature. What we're finding out now from genetic typing is that there's 6 times greater difference between us than we have believed before. 6 times greater difference than we believed before. So our genetic signatures are 6 times more varied than we used to believe they were. And we used to believe we were pretty varied. It's good to understand that. Here's the basic layout of the strategy. Okay, so the first step is that in our diet, in our system of eating and the way we nourish ourselves, we have to somewhere have a bad calcium dissolver in the program. Now those are things like fulvic acid. Anybody like fulvic acid? Who likes fulvic acid? Somebody like, this is a good product. This is Rafi's product. That's a product right there. Who wants this? Right here. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Here we go. Let's go over here. You'll get something. I like people in the front row a lot. Here we go. It's glass. Fulvic acid. What does fulvic acid do? It strips down the bad calcium. What is fulvic acid? It's sedimentary rock that's been laid down in a riverbed like the Mississippi River over millions of years. And eventually, if you've looked at the pictures, especially from satellite, the Mississippi River moves, doesn't it? And so it leaves sedimented areas, what were once riverbanks, over on one side, and it moves over here. Eventually, forests will grow on top of that. Things will get layered on top of that. Life forms will actually build on top of that. Do you ever notice that the city of, for example, Londinium is actually 12 feet below the city of London? Why is it down there? How come it's not up there? Or how come it's not at the same level as us? And the reason is because the earth is growing. The life forms have an interaction with the cosmic energy in the sun, and they create minerals and drop them, and step by step the earth builds a layer. And that's why all the old cities are all down there. And so down there in the Mississippi River Valley is fulvic acid. And it's old ancient sedimentary rock. And for whatever reason, it's got some magic in it. It's the magic. Google fulvic acid report. Read up on it. You can get that for free. It's online. It took me years to actually find anything negative on fulvic acid. I get the most pessimistic person I know on it. You know how those people are? They try to find something wrong with everything. Finally found a study where they were injecting rats with almost deadly amounts of fulvic acid. It's almost impossible to do. They found out that their nerves were a little damaged. That would be like drinking a gallon of that stuff every day, equivalent. So it's extremely safe, very powerful, and is an illustrious history of how it was discovered, what it does for you and for plants. I had a kind of a plant in my garden. It's a tobacco plant. It was a weird, exotic kind of genetic mutation, and it just had kind of been a dud. And so I had a rock of fulvic acid, the actual rock itself. So I threw it into water, and we filmed this because most people don't know it's actually made out of a rock. We filmed it, and I swirled the water around, and it starts to dissolve. It's a sedimentary rock. It's like a clay kind of a substance. And then I poured that water on that plant, and one day, it had done nothing for months, and one day it grew 4 inches. And I was like, okay, that's somebody figured this out before. They knew about this stuff. Strips out bad calcium and actually helps you absorb nutrients as well.